Hi everyone, I'm Ryan. I'm starting this YouTube channel, the Limitless Business, purely with the hope or with the idea that maybe some of my ideas or some knowledge that I might be able to pass on could potentially inspire somebody else to start a business or act on that idea they may be sat on, or just to get some motivation, really, just to maybe help people think that there are other options out there. It's not all doom and gloom. If you're maybe at a dead end in your career, or you're looking for a passive income, a side income, just a bit of spending money even, maybe I'm just hoping that I can maybe inspire somebody to just sort of take that leap of faith and think, you know what, I've had that idea, I'm going to do something with it. So that's hopefully the idea of the channel. It might turn out to be a load of crap. I might do one video and think, not doing this again, but we'll see. So just a little bit about me then. I'm 31. I've got 2 current businesses, 1 failed business, and then I've got a passive income day trading on Forex. So on top of that, at home, I'm married. I've got a son who's 13, he's in year 8, and 3 daughters. One is 6, one is 3, and one is 1. So as you can imagine, my life at home is pretty chaotic. It's about as manic as you can get. And then when you add into the mix 2 different businesses and trying to find time to trade Forex, it's pretty stressful. So the way I sort of see it is, if I've got these many commitments at home and I'm managing to do this, anybody can really do it. And the biggest thing I've learned over the last probably 2 years, it's a mindset game, really. It's not putting a limit on what you can do, not sort of setting yourself targets that are easily reachable, setting yourself targets that are beyond your reach, because would you rather fail on a target 10 times higher than what you know you can achieve, or achieve on a target that 10 times lower of what you've got this curiosity whether you can achieve or not? So I suppose that's where the name, the Limitless Business, comes from. It's really, I try not to put a limit on what I can achieve and what I can do. So that's a little boring bit about me and where I am and what my businesses do. And it I suppose what sort of drove me to have my own businesses and be my own boss was getting out of the grind of the 9 to 5, really. It was at a point where it was just miserable, really. I was getting up, going to work for somebody else, blending in with the noise, doing my job, going home, having tea, going to bed, on repeat sort of thing. And don't get me wrong, having your own business has got more stress than I've ever incurred in my whole entire life. But the rewards that come from having the successes, even if it's the little successes that come with it, I think they outweigh the stresses 10 to 1, really. So it was just to get out of the grind, and I really just wanted to provide my family with the best life we could possibly have, I suppose. My first daughter was born in May 2017, and I first decided to go self-employed in the December before she was born. So 5 months before she was born, I had a brainwave, idiotic as it may be, that I'd start a business, an electrical contracting company, and I would cut all safety nets, cut all strings, cut all ties, and I'd just go for it and see what happened. So my dad lent me some money. I bought myself a rusty old Transit and started in the electrical game, to be fair. So it was okay, but I went into it so blindsided with no no real goals, nothing to aim for, no sort of serious targets even. It was just almost, I traded one career as being working for a renewable energy company to then another career just working for myself as an electrician. So there was no benefit really to that whatsoever. It was just the day-to-day stuff. The point I'd say my views on life changed, and how you can potentially run a business well was I got a lead through somebody that I know for work at Sky Bet in Leeds. At their head office there was a job they needed doing, and they weren't happy with the people providing that service currently. So I saw the opportunity and thought, if they're not happy with the service, maybe it's the service that I can emphasise on and sort of sell myself and sell what I do. So I went across to Leeds, met the facilities manager and things at Sky Bet at their head office, and yeah, I got my foot in the door with them, got regular works, and did well from it, to be honest. The main thing that came from the Sky Bet contract was I realised people are willing to pay, 1 for quality and 2 for service. And I could be there, I was reliable. When they needed me to be there, I was there. And on top of that, they were getting ripped off from a national provider. So they couldn't fault anything that I could do. I was looking after them, I was making sure everything was done, ticked off. I was earning probably twice as much I was earning just normal electrical contracting. And for that, I was probably only working 2 to 3 days a week up there. So I think that opened my eyes to a different way of thinking, is you don't have to be grafting 7 days a week to be earning a substandard wage, really. I was earning twice the wage I was earning before. I was working half the time, and it's because I set myself all about the standards and the quality and providing that service that people are willing to pay for. So that really set me up for how my businesses have progressed from that point onwards. To not bore you with the details, that business, I ended up shutting that business down and moving more into facilities management. So I got into like the commercial maintenance of buildings, contracts, all that sort of stuff, providing like compliance maintenance and all that, those sorts of things really. So that's just a little introduction anyway. And like I say, these videos might not account to anything. They might just give somebody a little bit of hope that if they're stuck in a job they don't like, it's not a dead end. There are options out there. So hopefully the right person will just watch one of these videos and think, yeah, you can do it, because I was no different. I had no clue, I had no money, I had nothing. You've just sometimes got to take that leap of faith, hope for the best and go for it really, and just see what you can make of yourself. Just set your targets so that they're too high, that you're really going to put every single last bit of effort into reaching that target, and making what you can of yourself. So this is the first one out the way. Anybody who's watched it, obviously thank you.